What if I told you the most dangerous heavyweight of the 90s wasn't Mike Tyson, wasn't Holyfield, wasn't Lennox Lewis? It was a Nigerian wrecking machine no one could touch and no one could beat. Ike Ibeabuchi.
Look at the man's record at 20-odd knockouts in the first round.
I told you what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent have been revealed to the babes and the sucklings. I did not come to fight flesh and blood here, but spiritual wickedness in high and low places.
You'd pay to see his fights just to watch him f somebody up. It wasn't a fight, it was an execution. You would watch him execute guys.
The name barely makes the history books, but the men who faced him, they never forgot. 24 fights, 24 wins. One of the most terrifying punchers boxing has ever seen. And then, gone. Vanished from the sport at his peak.
Accused of kidnapping his ex-girlfriend's son, who is autistic.
This is the story of the fighter who could have eclipsed Tyson, the fighter the world forgot, but boxing never recovered from. In the mid-90s, heavyweight boxing was stacked. Tyson was on his comeback, Holyfield was making history, Lennox Lewis was entering his prime, but beneath them, something darker was rising. Ike, the President Ibeabuchi, was 6'2", 240 pounds of controlled destruction. He had the body of a Greek statue and the mindset of a caged animal. And unlike other punchers, Ike didn't just swing for the fences. He broke you with pressure. He suffocated you with pace. And when he saw a crack, he ended you. No one walked him down. No one pushed him back. And no one, not one man, ever beat him.
Undefeated.
11th round TKO in a fight that he was trailing on a scorecard. Here. There's that big sweeping right hand from David Tua. Ibeabuchi, though, look at this. This thing to figure out. Tua lunging, looking for that left hook. Ibeabuchi still punching in combinations. Shoulder to shoulder. There's the left hook, right hand combination. Throws 5 punches in that sequence. Ibeabuchi answers him back every time. He takes all the play away. Now they go swinging in the middle of the ring. That's what they needed. Look at this. Nice way to end it. Very, very active heavyweight fight.
Have not gone further than 2 rounds. There he goes down for the second time.
Working Joe down to the body. Got her with the purple. Got hit though with that overhead right. Good hook to the body.
Stepping in, pace this thing. Oh, he hurt him. He hurt Jones. Jones is hurt. Goes down. Comes over the top by 2-punch
combination. In 1997, Ike stepped into the ring with a young, undefeated David Tua. Tua was a destroyer, short, stocky, explosive.
The patience right now as Michael tees off with the right hand. David doesn't do anything but nails him with a left.
Hard left hand by Tua. Ruiz is rocked in the first 20 seconds of the bout. Down goes Ruiz.
I imagine there are a few people down there celebrating. There's the first left hook. And it's interesting what you said, George, about a fighter like this doesn't look as tall as he really is because of the way his body is built. People have a hard time believing, for example, that
people thought Ike would finally taste defeat. Instead, they made history. What followed was the highest punch output heavyweight fight ever recorded, 1,730 punches in 12 rounds, from 2 tanks, 2 bulls, 2 killers, and Ike won. Unanimous decision.
That was unmatched by Tua. Tua with his power punching. But at the end of the 11th round, It was the left hook, Ike, that got everyone's attention. Tua lunging, looking for that left hook. Ibeabuchi still punching in combinations. Shoulder to shoulder. There's the left hook, right hand combination. Throws 5 punches in that sequence. Ibeabuchi
answers him back every time. He takes all the play away.
Now they go swinging in the middle of the ring.
That's what they needed.
Look at this. Nice way to end it. Very, very active heavyweight fight.
Judge Young scores this fight 117-111. Judge Ellisbrew sees it 115-114. Judge Jordan scores this fight 116-113. Unanimous decision in favor of the new WBC International Heavyweight Champion, Ike, the President, Ibeabuchi.
Attention heavyweight division. Ike Ibeabuchi has arrived.
Let's make it a threesome. I thought David Tua won a close decision. 115-113, 7 rounds to 5.
Indeed, an all-time record for punches thrown by 2 heavyweights in a bout scored by CompuBox over 12 rounds. In fact, they threw more punches through 12 rounds than Ali and Frazier threw in their 14 hellacious.
But more than that, he broke Tua's mystique, made the world pause and whisper, "Who the hell is Ibeabuchi?" Every time Ike fought, something felt off. He didn't smile, didn't celebrate. He would just stare like he was still hearing echoes from the war inside his head. But in the ring, he was flawless. Took out undefeated Byrd, a slick southpaw no one could touch. Shut down every style, walked through every shot. He didn't just win fights, he imposed violence. Commentators started saying it out loud. If Tyson was a storm, Ibeabuchi is a black hole. He pulls you in. There is no escape. And then, just like that, he disappeared. No injuries, no losses, no retirement tour. In 1999, Ike was arrested. Serious charges, mental instability, psych evaluations, a diagnosis of bipolar disorder with psychotic episodes. He was sentenced to prison. And just like that, the most feared man in the sport became a myth. No comeback, no redemption arc, just silence. But here's the truth. If Ibeabuchi had stayed free, if the voices in his head didn't scream louder than the ones in his corner, if fate hadn't swallowed him whole, we might be talking about Ike, not Tyson. We might be calling Ibeabuchi, not Lewis, the last great heavyweight king. But we'll never know. And maybe that's what makes him so terrifying, because the only thing scarier than the monster you remember is the one you never saw coming.